everybody. How is everyone doing today? I hope y'all have had a fabulous couple weeks. Some of you I've seen videos from. Others I think are also off doing summer things. It's been a busy couple weeks. I am going to do an update as well as change as many babies as I can. I have clothes here for all of the babies that are on layaway. And then I also have that outfit that Herlonda gifted me for Malachi. So let me see if I can change all 5 babies while I get caught up. So first we're going to start with Little Miss Twin A. I'm going to take her out of this beautiful little jammy set and put her in her little, I think this is Babadoo. It's a little Babadoo 2-piece. It has a little solid white diaper cover, and then the shirt is white with little blue X's. The X's each have a little blue dot on the edge of the straight side. And then there's a white, about a 1-inch solid white panel down the center with a little ruffled edge on either side. Super duper sweet. Snaps down the back. So I'm going to change her. Oh, I meant to bring a headband for her. Forgot that. Well, we'll just let her beautiful mane. We'll comb her beautiful hair. Let's see. Does this open in the back as well? No. It just opens down here. Anyway, just wanted to cut and update everybody because I've been a little MIA the past couple weeks. So 2 weeks ago on the Saturday, which would be I think the 7th, I drove to my mom's because that Monday, the 9th, was my mom's class reunion. So I drove to hers, and the plan was to drive to Indiana, which is where her class reunion was, on the Sunday, because we were having a family get-together that night. Most of my mom's family still lives in Indiana, and so we were going to get together with as many of them as possible, and then she was going to have her reunion, and then we went back and forth with a couple different plans, and here's what we ended up doing. So on the Saturday, I did drive to Illinois, and then on Sunday, on our way to Indiana, we stopped off, I should say, to visit with one of the families I used to nanny for, and so I got to see them for a little bit, which is so lovely. And then we carried on and drove to Indiana and saw several of my family. I saw my auntie and uncle and some of my cousins, several cousins. It was really, really nice. We had a lovely evening. And then Monday, my mom and I went to Kroger. For those of you who watch me know, I love Kroger, and I no longer have access to one. So I know that sounds ridiculous that I spent part of my little mini vacation going to Kroger, but I did. And I got to stock up on a few things that I love from that store. And what else did we do? Oh, we went to an antique mall. And what else? I don't remember what else. And then she had her reunion that evening. I actually took a baby's head and my rooting supplies with me so that I could root. And I did some rooting actually on Sunday evening as well as Monday evening. And not too much on Monday evening. I Skyped with a friend for her birthday, and that was a lot of fun. And then Monday. So then Tuesday, what we decided to do was we were about an hour and a half from Shipshewana, which is an Amish community in Indiana, and I have gone there since I was a little girl. I love going to Shipshewana, and they actually have a flea market, and I want to say it's open till October, but I forget what month it starts in now. Let me turn her around so I can do her little swirl back here. Anyway, so they have a flea market that's open on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and then on Wednesday they do an auction in this barn, which is my favorite part of the whole thing. Like I said, I grew up going there. We used to go Not every year, but most years. And then when I got to be an adult, I have gone back many years. Some years I've taken my mom, other years I've taken a different friend with me, and we usually go on the Tuesday and we enjoy the market, the flea market, and then other little local shops in town. And then I also like to go, you're allowed to go into the barn, the auction barn, on the Tuesday while they're setting up and see things. So you can see, you know, what you might be interested in. And I love it. It's a very, very busy place. They have many sections, and then what they do is they have, so it's several rows of tables, and then so the very first tables at the end of each row have a 9 o'clock start time. So there's an auctioneer at the end of each of those, and then like 4 or 5 tables in, that row has a 9 o'clock start. So there's an auctioneer at those, and I think there's 3 sections that start at 9. And then, so you kind of got to be walking around or know where you want things. But I did find out something different this year, because I haven't gone for a couple years actually. And in years past, you get an auction number, or you could just pay in cash. And I always elected to pay in cash because the auctioneer always has a helper, and that helper had a clipboard. It was like a clipboard that opened with a cash box under it. All right, let me move her over. There she is. I'll show them all to you, of course, after I'm done. But I'm going to move her over so I can change the next baby. Come here, darling. Put you there for now. Oh, where's your little unicorn? And next I'm going to change this sweet baby girl, Hattie. Oh, where's your outfit here? Oh, she also has a Babadoo outfit. Hers is a one-piece romper, pink and white striped, has a white Peter Pan collar, and 3 little pleats down the front. They're each spaced about 1.5 inches apart. And then there's a, right under that, just at the bodice, there is a row of white, like eyelet. So anyway, I always elected to pay cash because on that clipboard, that helper wrote down your number and then the item and how much the final bid was. Or if you paid in cash, she marked it that it was paid for, and you're always handed your item, even if you didn't pay for it. Everybody's always handed their item right away. And then you would have to wait, if you had a number, you would have to wait till the entire auction was over. And it generally ends around 1 o'clock. But then it would take several hours for them to compile all the paperwork so that you could then check out. So I never did that because I just paid in cash and would then have my items and leave. So I'm standing there watching at this one table. The auction had started, and I'm watching, and there was a couple things on that table I wanted to bid on, and I noticed nobody was paying cash. So I went over to the helper lady. I said, "Excuse me." The first thing I noticed was she had a computer now. I said, "Excuse me, am I allowed to bid and pay in cash?" She said, "No, we don't do that anymore. You have to go to the office and get a number." So I did go into the office and I asked for them to explain it to me. And she said, once we converted to computer, she goes, "You can check out at any time. As soon as you have bid on the last thing you want, you come in here, we punch in your number, and everything comes up immediately." So I'm like, wow, they've really, really, updated, which was really cool. So I went ahead. You had to pay, it's $5 for your number, but the number is good for the entire auction year. I don't know that I'll get back again this year, but I at least now have my number. And so I then went ahead and I got a couple things that I had, noted that I wanted. So that was a lot of fun. Mainly I'm always looking for photo props and stuff for reborning. And I got a couple vintage baby spoons. And what else did I get? I'm a little, there was so much. I got things that were not in the auction. I got things in little shops, so it's hard to remember exactly where everything came from. But I had a lot of fun. It was just so nostalgic for me to go back to the auction because I have not been for a few years, like I said. So that was a lot of fun. And then there's a restaurant there that I love called the Blue Gate. So we ate there on Tuesday for a late lunch. And then we also went around to different shops in the town, and we just had a really lovely time there. And stayed in the Blue Gate now has their own hotel. There, I have a white. Let me switch her to her white headband. So we stayed in their new hotel. I had never stayed there. I had always stayed in a different hotel. So that was really fun. And then, that night we met, I have a cousin who lives not too far, about 20 minutes from there. And we met him and his wife at a different restaurant for dinner. So that was really, really nice. You know, it's a small town, so everything closes early. That restaurant was closing at 8, so we actually stood out in the parking lot and talked till about 9:30. Because my family tends to all be chatty. I'm not the only one. Look how sweet she is. All right, little sweet one, I'm going to lay you here next to... You can be friends with Twin A, although she looked so sweet laying on her tummy, if y'all saw that. I thought that looked really sweet. Let's see if she can lay here next to this one. I love that straight leg. No, that doesn't look right. It's a little squished. So we're going to flip you back over, darling. Anyway, so we had a lot of fun there. And then on Wednesday, my mom was going to come home with me and stay for the week. So we did that. We drove home to my house on Wednesday. Let me grab Solomon. He's next. I just want to... Where did I put her gray outfit? I just want to put her headband with it. All right, Mr. Solomon. Come here, darling. Let me lay you there, little man. Oops, I budged my camera, I think. Let me just check. All right, we're good. Oh, budged it again. So anyway, we came back here on Wednesday, like I said, and then on, let's see if I can get the days correct. I'm not going to get them correct, ladies, everything we did on what day, but we had a really lovely time. My mom was here till yesterday. Over the course of the time that she was here, which was it was a week and a half in all reality. I've got to pull up his sleeves again. I'm putting him in that little vintage yellow outfit. I think it has a name inside here. Let's see. Princess Pat Dacron. It's a little man-looking shirt. It's yellow and has white trim on the sleeves. It has a little pocket on the front, also yellow with white trim at the top, and it has a little like coat of arms embroidered in with a crown at the top, and that's white with a light green thread, and then the coat of arms is in a brown color with the green and white different designs in each section. Buttons down the front, and then 2 buttons at the waist, and then the diaper cover has like a little faux fly with a couple buttons at the top, and it is rubber lined, plastic pants back then for the cloth diapers. So anyway, so she was here for a week and a half, and over that time we did so many fun things. We went, of course, to the resale shops here in my town and the next town over. We went to the antique mall. We went to, what else did we do, ladies? I don't know. I did try to get some reborning and rooting and stuff in. I was able to finish rooting the baby that I took with me on the trip. I have not shown him yet. I'm going to do a separate video introducing that baby. He has an interesting story, which I will share in that video. And then I also took quite a few photos. Oh, and I was able to, when I was in my mom's town, I went back to the antique mall by her, and I was able to video that pram that I had talked about before, like the one Suzanne has in Australia, Baby Bunting Nursery. So what I'm going to try to do, and I just haven't had the time yet, is I want to do like a little video compilation of, I took a lot of photos, which I always do, but I just thought it would be fun to share with you some of the things we saw and did. I like to take photos of food and flowers and doors and things like that. But I also have, photos of some of the Amish people and, just different things along our journey. And I just thought it would be fun to share. And then my nephew and his wife came to town on Friday, and they actually live in Illinois as well. They came here on Friday and stayed for the weekend, and they drove my mom home yesterday. So that was really, really lovely. My town once a year does a vintage market, vintage/antique market downtown, and it was this past Saturday. They have like 125 vendors, and I didn't know anything about it last year. This is a really busy working time for my husband with his work, and so last year, for whatever reason, I can't remember what I decided to go downtown for because he was at work that day, because I remember sending him a photo saying, wow, look what's going on in our town. But I went in the afternoon when he was at work, and it was so very hot, I didn't get to see everything. And so this year, because I knew about it, we all got up, and my mom and I were there just before 9. My nephew and his wife took a little bit longer getting ready, but I wanted to be there when they opened. And so we drove separately. And they came about maybe 40 minutes, half an hour, 40 minutes later, something like that. And it was just so much fun. We walked around the whole thing. We also took them into the resale shop. This past Thursday, Friday, Saturday, it was their second annual 50% off sale. They did it last year as well. So everything in the shop was 50% off. Now, my mom and I had gone earlier in the week, but I had a 25% off my entire purchase coupon. So that was nice for them. And we actually went this past week every day they were adding new stuff. I'm changing Tink now out of her little giraffe outfit, and I'm putting her into this Next Baby all-in-one pajama. It's pale pink, and then it has a darker pink butterfly. Almost looks watercolored on the front. And it's got a gray body with antennae, and then embroidered there are cream flowers with a pink center, the same pink of the butterfly, and then the leaves are green that are embroidered. And it's side snap, and around the collar is the same pink as the pajama in a ruffle, and then the toes are at the bottom, on her feet there are little pink bows, like at the ankle area, but in the front. And then there's a matching hat. It's a top knot hat in the pink. And then on the rim is the embroidered flowers and leaves, like on the pajama. So, anyway, my mom and I had gone to every day of the sale because they were adding new things each day. So that was a lot of fun. And I finally got a vintage baby scale, ladies. I've been waiting for years for one. And it's calibrated and everything, so patience pays off. And so I'll be able to weigh my own babies now, but also I can take photos. I think it's such a sweet photo prop. And so I'm really excited about that. So anyway, we went to the resale shop as well. They also wanted to go to the antique mall, but we were getting hungry. At that point, it was about 2:30. So we came back to the house because I had prepared the day before on the Friday. I had done some baking and cooking. So we came back and had lunch. And then, what did I make for lunch? I made some quinoa and some black beans. And then I made a fresh salsa to sprinkle on top, which was tomatoes, onions, and jalapeno peppers. And then I made some homemade brownies. And then we went out to the antique mall, and then we drove around my town and the next town over, because the next town over is where I do like all my grocery shopping, and that's where like Target and Marshall's and all that kind of stuff is. So they got a little tour. I'm not going to spritz her hair because I'm putting the hat on, but I do want to brush it. Right, Lucy Ray? You need your hair brushed too, darling. Even though you're getting a hat on, we still have to coif this beautiful hair. Brush your eyelashes. She's so sweet. There you go, darling. I think I'm going to leave her up here for now. Are you done listening to Vijagne read for a little bit? Let me give you your little lovey. And I'm just going to put her off to the side for just a minute while I change Malachi, because I still am talking, ladies. I've already done 4 babies. Let me get Malachi. And so we went to the... Oh, you're heavy after little Lucy Ray. You're a little chunk. After we went to the antique mall and had our little tour, we came back here and we played, I don't know if y'all have ever heard of bananagrams. We played a few rounds of bananagrams, and then for dinner we did burgers, and I had some salsa and hummus and guacamole with chips, and then we stayed up talking until 1:55 in the morning. It was so lovely. And then Sunday, I thought they would kind of just like get up and leave, but no, they ended up staying till almost 3, so it was really nice. And we had a really good visit, and they've all made it home safe and sound, praise the Lord. And so yeah, that's where I've been. I've been really enjoying my time with my family, and you know, like I said, I did keep some painting hours, and I'm rooting another baby now. It's the one that's finished and the one I'm rooting are both peaceful babies, and I do have another couple babies I've already started working on. Oops, I gotta break the tags off of these. This is such an adorable little frog outfit from Herlonda. It's all long pants. It's a one-piece, green and white striped, and the sleeves are gray with green stars, and then there's a pocket. Oh, I didn't bring anything to put in there. I gotta, come up with something fabulous. He has a rectangle pocket on the front that's a green frog face with these little dimensional googly eyes. What was I gonna say? Oh, so I did keep some painting hours, you know, far less than I normally do. But there were some days my mom slept in and I didn't, and but that's when I had the opportunity to watch some videos, and I really enjoyed Herlonda's doll show videos. I have tried to comment on at least one of your videos if I watched your videos. There are still probably about 20 or 30 videos in my history, so I've not commented on everybody I've watched. But thank you, everybody, for keeping me company. I did not get to watch any videos this weekend while everyone was here. And today I've watched a couple videos. I did my normal housework this morning. Housework, laundry. The dryer just stopped a couple minutes ago. I got to fold my last load. I ran errands. And I'm in the throes of a photo shoot of a baby. And now I'm making my video. Fist bump, little man. And I am going to, after I finish making my video, I'm going to fold this load of laundry and head upstairs. And while this is uploading, I'm going to do some rooting. And then tomorrow, I'll just have a couple things to do. Tuesdays I iron. I'll do my couple little chores around the house. Of course, I make my bed every day and that kind of stuff. I'll do all that stuff. And what is this? Came with a band. Oh, it's a bib. Let me do your hair. So I will have an earlier start for painting. So I'm not going to paint today. I'm going to but I think first thing in the morning I want to finish the baby photo shoot I'm working on. I want to finish that photo shoot. And then I will probably make an introduction video for that baby tomorrow or Wednesday, and that baby will be available. All I've shown of that baby on Instagram is a shot of the back of the head, showing all of the curly hair. The baby has black curly hair. And what I do normally when I have a peaceful baby that's available, as soon as I have it all set up where I have a post on Facebook, just not published. Like I will, while the video's uploading here on YouTube, I go make my Facebook post, but don't post it. And then I have a photo all ready on Instagram, but just don't share it right away. And as soon as the video goes live, I go post and share. So everybody, those are my 3 social media places. In the event the baby doesn't find a mommy in the first, 24, 48 hours, that's when I would put it on, the baby on my, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to, but this hides the frog. Let's see what we can do. Put the little bibby on him. I've done the bibs as bandanas, but on girls. I didn't think that looked very cute on him, so we'll do that. There, we can still see the frog is a pirate frog. Arrgh! Because the corner of the bib is hiding one of one of the frog's eyes. I'm gonna zhuzh those curls, little man. Oh, he's just so sweet. This was one of those babies that I was going to adopt, and I just fell in love with him and couldn't let him go. It happens. It happens. It is a part of this art. All right, let me go lay him in his little fishy pod, or frog pod, I should say. Not fishy, frog, Kymberlee. Oh, you're so sweet, little man. You're surrounded with all your frogs in your little froggy pad there. So what was I saying, ladies? Now we'll put Lucy Ray back here. Actually, let me put Hattie there because she is a bigger girl. She is a longer baby. There you are, sweet darling. Oops, we're messing up your hair. And we will put little Miss Lucy Ray here with... Oh, we need your lovey here, Hattie, with this little twin A girl. They look so sweet. I'm going to show y'all around in just a minute after I finish fussing. Takes me a while, everybody. I'm so ridiculous when it comes to setting them up. So, all right, ladies. The train. Y'all know the train leaves the station sometimes. I'm only at 27 minutes. Go bez me. Wow, I sure can change babies quickly. That's about 5 minutes a baby. That's pretty. I'm impressed. Of course, they don't move like real babies and give you the roly-poly action. But anyway, so... let me put Mary Elizabeth back in this bouncy because she's been in this cradle kind of crunched. Now I need to get a tiny baby for this cradle. So what was I saying, everybody? I was talking about something. Oh well. So I'm really like pondering, trying to remember what I was talking about before I started setting the babies up. There's little Atticus Kit. I have that pulled up because I was taking a photo there. See, some of the behind the scenes that y'all don't know about. I have to sometimes see how it hooks up there so nicely for me so I can, but sometimes when I take it down, the whole thing comes down, but let's see if I can do it today with. Oh, look at me! I'm on a roll. There, that is. So here's sweet Hattie. She's gonna say hi to her mommy. Hi, mommy. And then little twin girl here. Hi, mommy. And sweet Lucy Ray. Hi, mommy. And sweet little Solomon. Hi, mom. Hi, mommy. I have to give him a little deeper voice. And then none of my babies have been changed. They're just all here hanging out and chilling. Oh, well, of course, that Malachi. He says, thank you, Auntie Herlonda. I love my outfit. So I think I was talking about watching videos, wasn't I? So tomorrow, yes, tomorrow I'll have an earlier start. After I do my few chores, I can get busy painting, and I can try to catch up from the past few days. I'm only a few days behind, so that's good. But, oh, when did this fall? My whole thing. Wait a second. Oh, okay, that was on a hook, so I guess the hook's in my hand. I guess it fell. I'll have to get a new sticky do. I didn't even see that fall. Here, girls, can y'all hold those so I can get a sticky do in a minute? So anyway, I wanted to show y'all this too. This is where I decided to put this beautiful book from Sharon and May that I opened in my Happy Mail. I just think it looks so beautiful on that shelf. Doesn't that look beautiful? Look at sweet May. Thank you again, Sharon and May. Where was I? So yes, so I look forward to catching up. But like I said, I've been watching your videos. I've been trying to comment like every, third, fourth, or fifth video. And I have several in my history that I'm hopefully going to catch up on. So I'm not sure if my little compilation video of the last couple weeks where I've taken little snippet videos. It'll be my first time trying to merge photo and videos together, but I think I can do it in iMovie. Well, I know it can be done. I just have a little bit of, it takes me a little longer than the average bear to do it. So I don't know if that'll be next or my video introducing my Peaceful Baby will be next. So anyway, those are what's in the works over here. All right, my friends, thank you so much for stopping by. I really, really appreciate it. And all of the babies are sending their love to all of you. And I hope you're doing well with the heat. If you're where it's super duper hot, we had about a week or two of super duper hot weather, and then it would rain and it would break up the heat and it would be beautiful. But this past handful of days have been absolutely beautiful. It's been in the high 60s, low 70s in the morning. But then around the 2-3 o'clock hour, it really shoots up and gets super duper hot, which was absolutely perfect. On Friday when my mom and I were out and about in the morning, I said, oh, I really hope tomorrow for the market is like this. And sure enough, and that's why I'm really happy we went early. It was so beautiful. Actually, my mom and my nephew and his wife were all like in sweatshirts and stuff because they thought it was chilly out. I myself was very comfortable. It was in the high 60s. And it didn't heat up till about noon. It started getting a little warmer where they took their jackets off. But when we left at 2 o'clock, about the last half hour, I think it was at 2:30 we left. 2:30. So around 2 o'clock, for the last half hour, it really started heating up. And I'm like, phew, I'm glad we didn't come later in the day. So that was just wonderful. And I took some photos there. I think I took a couple little videos there. I took a couple little videos at the auction. Most of it's photos, but there will be little videos interspersed throughout. So I just have to figure out if I want to do it, because I'll put music to the photos. So I just got to work on the video. So it's going to take me some time, but I'm going to do my best to kind of show y'all some of the fun stuff we've been doing, because it was just absolutely a lovely, lovely trip. So thank you again for stopping by. And remember to find something each and every day to be joyful for. There's my joy bubble. All right, everybody. Thank you for stopping by. Be blessed. We're sending you lots of love and so, so much joy. Bye-bye.